Hello, everyone. How are you? I think it's working absolutely perfect today. And sorry, you guys, my dogs are crazy. They're going barking crazy. I can just hear them. Oh my goodness. I remembered everything but adhesive, but luckily it's right here in my drawer. Yay! Everything's working right today. I always have to make sure. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we're live on Facebook. I know there's a delay a lot. Oh, yay. Live on Facebook and YouTube. I don't know. That's taking time. Anyways, we're here. Hi, Glenda. Thank you so much for supporting me. I appreciate it. And we are going to make some fun cards with a fun layout. All right. Let me go ahead and turn the camera down so I can show you a couple things. Okay, I'm grabbing my catalog. All right. So we are going to make this layout on page 22 at the very beginning of the row. Okay. Now I made one, and silly me, I put the measurements in the wrong spot. So I put this measurement here, and I put this measurement here. So that's okay. We're making a new one. Yay, I need in color cards for next month. Oh, okay. I'm not thinking I'm doing any in color. I get it. Never mind. Okay. So I have my card base. I'm sticking with the Daffodil Delight. You guys can use any color card base you want. And you can also use any retired paper. Gotcha. You can use computer paper if you want to. I couldn't think of it. That will work perfectly to make this. And you can draw it if you want to, or just put the measurements, however you want to do it. But this is a 5.5 by 8.5 card base. Okay. Next, I have the same papers that I used on the other one. Wow. Oh, there it is. Wow. But this is retired paper. It was the bumblebee paper. It is adorable. And I didn't want to get rid of it. I want to use it up. So I'm using it for my card layouts. Okay. So this layout, or this panel, is supposed to be 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. So we are going to cut it at 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. So we'll do the 3 3/4. We'll do the 3 1/4. Sorry. Have to remember, because this is pattern paper, I do want it to work out right. I don't want it to be weird. And then the 3 3/4. Okay. So there you have your first panel. Now this panel is bigger, this next panel. Okay. And it is 4 inches by 3 1/4. Almost perfect. I just got to trim off just a touch. Okay. And so there you have your 2 panels. All right. And you can switch them up like this, or you can lay them down like this. It's totally up to you. But then we need our little banner, and that is 3/4. So 3/4 of an inch. Okay. By 2 3/4. Okay. And then you just take and you take some snips and you just do your little banner. You just cut up the center and then you go in from the sides. Okay, and then we'll do that again on the other side. Now remember, this is just an idea. It doesn't have to be this way when you create it. You can make this smaller, you can make this bigger. It's just an idea, just a layout for you to create your card. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these all down. Right, and there we go. That's glued down. And now this one. This one I'm going to angle the opposite direction. Not putting anything straight. Everything's wonky, and that's okay. Now I am going to take a second and take my pen, and I'm going to write 4 by 3 1/4. And then for this one, I'm going to write 3 3/4 by, what did I say? 3 1/4. And I'm going to put an arrow. Oh, you can't see that, so sorry. I'm putting an arrow so I can see it. Now this one I can see on that panel. Okay. And then I'm going to put on here that this is 3/4 by 2 3/4. 2 3/4. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this down straight. All right. And then I'm going to just make a little bow just to remind me to put something on it. A little bow, some gems. It is a great layout for designer series paper. I totally agree. Well, my fingers don't want to grab the twine today. Okay. Then I'm just going to grab a glue dot and crinkle it up to make it smaller after I pull it off. There we go. And I'm going to just put that on there. Okay. Now you can cut those off if you want to. It's up to you. But I kind of like that. Okay, so I'm going to clear my space. Now I don't have anything ready. I thought it would be fun to just pull in some product. I did, though, do one thing. I coordinated with my cardstock. I thought that would be a great thing to do ahead of time. So I have some scrap of white. Okay. And then I have Simply Said. I thought that would be a good sentiment for this. I pulled in my pink, petal pink and white diagonal trim combo, so we can use petal pink, maybe, or the white. I have, let me show you the paper. I have the Frames and Flowers designer series paper. It has early espresso, garden green, granny apple green, lost lagoon, old olive, petal pink, pretty peacock, pumpkin pie, shaded spruce, and soft seafoam. That is what the coordinating colors are. And I really love this piece. So I'm going to make a card with it. The rest would be great for scrapbooking. But I kind of want to make a card with it today. So let me pull this out. All right. It did say what it is, right? Frames and flowers, 12 by 12. Okay, so some of the pieces are already popped out. But when I get this card together, I want to use some of this because I don't want it to just have a sentiment on it. I want it to have a little bit more. And so this has the 2 pages of die cuts, 2 pages of frames and just pieces for scrapbooking. And then it has 3 pages of designer series paper. And they are double-sided. So I really love this one though. I don't know. That one just said, use me today. And so I'm going to oblige. Okay. Oh, it does, doesn't it? I agree. So the colors I coordinated with are Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, and Early Espresso. Oh, these colors together, that makes my heart so happy, Glenda. This is just beautiful, right? I totally agree. Okay, hey, you can see my face. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do is cut this, okay? So I'm going to cut this at the 4 inches. Okay. All right, that's at 4 inches. I can put this piece aside now. So the first piece I need is at 3 1/4. And I think I'm going to use the back side. Okay. I think that'll be nice. Then the next piece I need is at 3 3/4. Let me double check. Nope. I need this at 3 1/4. Yep. So I can cut this at 3 3/4. Let me double check that. I think I might be wrong again. It seems longer. That's 4 inches. And that's 3 1/4. Okay. So I want this to be at 4 inches. Okay. And then this is going to be at 3 1/4. Perfect. It's good to double check yourself. I was right. I just didn't feel right. Okay. So that's so far. What? Oh gosh, I've got to decide on the card base. Oh, this is the hard part, is always trying to decide on your card base. That's pretty, but I have this feeling I'm going to go with Petal Pink. Oh, maybe not. That blends a lot. And I don't think I should go with Lost Lagoon either. I think I might go with Early Espresso. And I think I might give it a white base. Okay, so this is going to be a heavy card because I'm going to use lots of layers. So I'm going to cut this piece of cardstock at 5 1/2. Okay. And then I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. All right. And then I have white scrap over here. So I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4. Okay. By 4 inches. And then I'll have a layer on the front. And I might cut that down still. We'll see. And I'll get my layer for the inside. And that way that's all cut. And I can move that out of the way. We'll check this out. We're going to see. I may not want to do this. We'll see. All right. So there's that layer. And this is how I go about designing my cards when I design for classes or just because I want to make a card. I love using layouts. Okay, I think I'm going to turn that a little more straight this time. Okay, it's your choice. However you want to do this layout, guys. Okay, I kind of like that. And then I'll have this piece for the sentiment. And that's at 2 3/4. I may not need it that big, but we'll see. Just playing. Okay, and you don't have to put it way over on the edge. You can put it over here. So now, before I put it all together, I want to play with some of these pieces. See which piece I really like on here, which I kind of like the greenery. That's kind of pretty. I don't want anything that's going to, how do I want to say it? Fade into the background too much. Let's see what else we have. Okay, I think they're kind of the same. So let's see, let's get a flower bouquet. I don't know if I like that. Thanks, Glenda. Okay, I like that. You didn't like that other leaf set though. Ooh, maybe this one. This is kind of pretty. Ooh, look at that one. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go with. Okay. All right. So let's see. I can always use a thank you, and I think that's what I'll go with. So let me stamp that. I'm not a, wow, all of a sudden all these comments came in, wow. Oh, okay, looks great. So maybe a couple of those flowers, pretty. Use the leaf on the inside. Oh, that's a great idea. Yes, okay. All right, so I was saying I'm not a thanks kind of a person. To me, that's kind of sarcastic and rude. I don't know. I like thank you better when I do anything. So that's just how I am. Just so you know. I don't know why, but I just want you to know that. Okay, I'm going to kind of put this off to one side a little bit. I'm going to see if I like the Lost Lagoon on here. I don't always like my sentiments to be black. I kind of like them to be in colors of the cards that I'm making. So I really like that. Okay, I'm going to give this a little banner. I brought over lots of ribbon and twine, but I did not bring over any embellishments. But that's okay. And you may not see this on this side when I cover it up with things, but that's okay as well. I'm just going to make it and see what happens. All right, we're going to start adhering stuff. Okay, I'm going to do this. This card is just going to be kind of straightforward, to the point. A quick and easy card that I can send a thank you out kind of fast. Sometimes I don't feel like I get my cards straight, so I'm going to play with it just for a minute until I feel like it's the way I want it. See, up here does not look straight. Okay, and I did rub it down. Doesn't it figure? Okay, I'm going to pull this over just a tad. There we go. I wonder if I cut it wrong. I probably cut it wrong. So we're just going to go back a little bit. And we're just going to be happy because Karen probably messed up the cutting. okay. That's normal. Always off a little bit. Okay. I'm going to angle this way. All right. And then I want this one more forward facing, more straight. Okay. Oh, that Karen, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm going to put this on here like so. All right. Ooh, I like that. I love that paper. I think I'm going to have to buy a couple more packs just for that paper. All right. I'm going to get out my dimensionals. And I'm going to add some to the back. Okay. And then I think I'll put this set of leaves behind. So what I think I want to do is try to go in between. Let's see if I can do that. I don't want it too far down because I truly love, well, it helps if you go the right way. Okay, I truly love that orange color on those leaves. That's just really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. Hopefully that's straight. Let me see. Looking good so far. And then I'm just going to adhere this one. I'm not going to lift that up on dimensionals. I'm going to put that. Let's see. I want to see that color pop out. Okay. So my tea could have pushed it over a little bit further, but that's okay. All right. So I think for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and do the twine. Now, when I do twine, normally I like to double it. I don't like single layered twine. I don't know why. That's just the way I am. All right. And I don't need a ton of it. So cut some of that off right there. All right. Okay. I just do the bow or bunny ears in the air. It's how I've always done them. And then I just pull back to where I want it and adjust it a little bit. Okay. All right. That's looking good so far. And I'm going to just put it right there. I love this card. I think it's because of the paper. I really do. I love this paper. Can't do glue dots today. Let me get in the camera. Okay. One stuck to my finger. So I've got lots of glue dots on there. Okay. It's going to stick. Oh, but that's cute. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to fold this and use my bone folder. I normally don't leave it open like that. I don't know why I did that. That's just not normal. But I did. Oh, Glenda, thank you. I do think it needs some sparkle, though. I think it needs some gems. I think that's pretty. Okay. Let's do the inside real quick. I agree with Glenda. I think these leaves are going to be really pretty on the inside. So I'm just going to use some adhesive. Nothing crazy. They're out of control. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I think that's really pretty. And that's nice and big. And I don't need anything else. I think that's just perfect. Okay. maybe another sentiment on the inside when it's time for me to send this out. But I think so far this is just all I need. Okay, that went in nice. And there you have it. That color is just so pretty. Okay, that's one card. All right, let's work on card number 2. All right, I had a different plan for this one. So let me talk about what we're using first. All right, let me move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay, so we are using the Wildflower Designs stamp set and dies. And the main reason why I ordered this is because I love these dies right here. When you cut them out, you get a layer and an inside. Okay. Now, where did I put the rest? Because I cut them all out. And of course, did I bring them? No, I thought I did. Oh, here they are. I did bring them. Okay. So then you cut the next one and you get that frame with that inside, which is just plain, but hey, you can use that. And then the next one cuts this. And these all have the little bit of stitching around them. They're just a lot of fun. So that's what I'm going to use right there. I have the sheer ribbon that's silver edged, silver and white, which I love. Or I can switch over to this white. Like I said, I brought over the diagonal trim. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So then I'm also using Misty Moonlight Cardstock, another one of my favorites. And I picked out this pattern paper and that pattern paper. Don't know what I'm going to do yet. I kind of have a thought in my head. Let's look at this paper. This paper is pretty. I didn't realize it in the catalog. You know, it's one of those that when you get home, when you get it in your home and you look at it, it's really kind of pretty. So we have that blue denim look or linen background with big, bold flowers on it. This is wild wheat with some smaller flowers. Okay. And then the back side of this one is really pretty. I like the mauve color. I'll have to look and see what color that is. This one, very pretty. I like it. Bold flowers again, not so much on the bold flowers, so I'll probably use the back side. And then we have it repeating in the Misty Moonlight with bold flowers, which these would be good for scrapbooking, not going to lie. It kind of repeats itself. I do like this one though. Over here, this one is gorgeous. Yeah, that's very pretty to me. All right, let's see what colors are in here. We have Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight. It's Moody Mauve, Mossy Meadow, and Wild Wheat. Okay. All right. So let's get my card base cut. I'm going to do this one a little different. Okay, but I am going to cut my card base the same at 5.5. Okay, and I am going to score it at 4 1/4. All right, scoring, not cutting. I reached for that cutter though. Okay, and I may not use the designer paper series, the designer paper at all. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to burnish this. We'll see. So I want to take this and put this straight and put this frame at an angle. Okay, so basically that's our layout. Okay, I hope you all can see that. I've just turned it on its side. and I'm using something different. Absolutely, it's a can do. Okay. Now, I was thinking about using this, but that might be way too much. Yeah, I really do think that's way too much. So I think I might go with this one. Oh, it's the same paper. It's just the back. I think I might go with this one. I really like this. And then we can do something a little more on this. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I love layers. If you guys don't know that about me, I love, love, love layers. Okay. All right. So this is going to be cut this way at 4 inches. Okay, and since I'm setting it the opposite way, I'm going to do I'm cutting it so that I believe my pattern is going in the right direction. At least it looks that way to me. It may not be. It may not even matter on this one. I don't know, but I like it that way. Okay. See what I'm saying about the pattern? I just don't think it would have looked right going that way. But that's just me. Okay. All right. So we're going to put this on there. I like that. Okay. Now I wanted to do some stamping on this. Not this. On this. And since it's going to be like this way, let's go ahead first. Let's do a little Misty Moonlight. Boy, if I could talk. Let's do a little. I brought the brush over, y'all. Now I just have to find it. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right in front of me. Okay. I'm going to do a little Misty Moonlight. Okay, I'm going to get a piece of paper. Oh, scratch paper is buried. Let me get it out of my computer. There we go. All right. Because I've got to tap off, you know, so it's not so dark. I was wondering if that's even Misty Moonlight on there. Okay. So we're just going to do a really light swirl. Just do some blending in here. My granddaughter was the last one to use this brush, and I should have checked it ahead of time, but that's okay. It probably has a ton of ink on it from something else. But that'll work. It's blue. It'll make me happy. Okay. So you guys can see that big smudge in the center. That's okay. I'm just going to keep going around it. That's what happens if you don't knock off enough ink. So I'm just going to go around it and around and just get some blue where I want it. All right. That's a mess, but it's going to work. Trust me. All right. Oh, that's a mess. Didn't expect to go off, but it's going to work. Okay. Let me pull in the stamps. We're going to cover it up anyway. All right. I want to use, I think, this one. And I think I've just changed my mind on what I'm going to do midstream. I was going to do it on a different piece of paper and color it and everything, but I think I want some black silhouette on this. So we'll just take the black ink. Okay. And we'll just kind of put that one there. I don't know if this is going to come out the way it is in my head, but we'll see. And I think I want the next one to be just this All right, y'all. I have been yelling at everybody about my new black pad to just tap, tap, tap. And what do? I go in and just smack it down. Okay. I think I want that one there and maybe another one over here right below it. Okay. And then maybe not. Maybe we'll go back to, maybe we'll just leave it alone. I like that. Okay. Sometimes I do too much and I'm not happy. So let's just not do too much. Okay. There's that. Okay, now I need to do a sentiment. This has some gorgeous sentiments. There's a thank you. You've been on my mind and sending happy thoughts. Well, let's see. I don't know. Well, that sending happy thoughts might work. It might be a good one. I like that. I think that's what we're going to go with. Takes me a minute to decide. Okay. I want this to get pretty straight. So I'm going to use my line on my table to kind of help me. Okay. You know, it's really hard to get these straight, but we can try, right? All right. Let me see. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. All right. Okay, just pray that it comes out straight. If it doesn't, I'll fix it. I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm just going to give it a rub. Woo! Very nice. Very nice. Thankfully, it came out crooked. Now that I hold it up and look. Oh, well. I'm going with it. All right. We're going to put this down. We're going to finish this card up. The person I have in mind to send this to, I don't think is going to mind if it's crooked. And that's the one thing. I am creating these cards today with a purpose. I didn't really need the thank you card, but I will use it. Don't look. And this card, I do have a purpose for. I have a friend who is not well. And so, yeah, I think I'll send this to her. I think I'll put this one down flat. Okay, so we're just going to put this one right here. Make sure we get it pretty centered. Okay. Oh, well, that's centered enough for me. I'm good. Okay. I'm going to get, and I only have black, I think, mini dimensionals. That's okay. So I'm using the mini ones just to lift this up a bit. I don't think you'll see them anyway. Now this is going to require a lot just because I don't want this to bend down anywhere. I want it to be solid. As solid as I can make it. Okay. You know, with thank you cards, you can always use those. You never have enough of those. Birthday cards, if I need them, I can always create those real quick. But yeah, I think this one will make somebody very happy. Just so she knows I'm thinking about her and what she's going through right now. So, last one. Yay. All right, now I'm going to put these, and you can tell that they're black. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'm going to put this on an angle. Okay, and that's how the layout was, on an angle, 2 pieces. And now it's got the sentiment. I don't have to have that sentiment, but I am going to use this and put a bow on it. Everything I make has to have a bow on it. I don't know why. Ribbon is just the thing I like on my cards. It gives it that finishing look to me. And I do kind of do smaller ones, but I love a lot of ribbon hanging down. Okay, come on, cut ya. There you go. Yeah, this one's not going to have a lot of ribbon hanging down. Okay, this is not what I thought. Let's see. Let's open it up a little bit and we'll play with it a little more. This ribbon doesn't want to play very nicely right now. It's stiff. Sometimes that's really good. Sometimes it's not, because I don't want that to hang like that. I want it to hang down. Okay, let's try the other one. Just for giggles. Let's see if I like this one better. Don't want such a tail on it now. Now, always try to tie my ribbon and bows, tie my bows on the spool so that I can get just the amount I want. If I don't want a ton, you know. Okay. Oh, that was crooked. All right, let's see. So it does need something. I just don't know what. Okay. That one might be okay. I don't want to go with rhinestones or anything because I'd have to put, you know, quite a few on, I think, to balance it out. I think I'm just going to put this right here on the edge. I think that'll be okay. We'll go with it. I do like the sheer better than the solid, I will say. Okay, let's tighten this up just a tad. Push those in. And let's fix this. Make it a little shorter. There we go. Okay, I'm going to be happy. I like this card. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed this. It was fun making these cards today. Look at that. And here we go, last but not least. I have a mess, sorry. I hate when I do that. It's just because I throw stuff. I'll throw this here, I'll throw this there. Nobody will know. But there we go. Look at those 3 cards out of this layout. I really like it. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you, Glenda. Thank you for watching and love your comments. Thank you. That's it, guys. I'll be back next week with another layout and 2 more samples. Okay. So we will talk then. All right. I'm looking at the wrong place. I always forget. This is where I'm supposed to look. I'm so sorry. All right. This ran smooth. I'm so glad. We will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.